you could be overpaying for your parcel shipping this peak season by tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars or more. Between 2019 and 2024, the largest delivery companies have increased their base rates by more than 30% throughout their annual general rate increases. Temporary demand surcharges implemented by carriers can add 5 to 20% in cost depending on the carrier and level of service. These prices can be inflated even further when using a middleman 3PL without the scale, sophistication, or technology to combat these rising costs. Shipping costs normally account for 10 to 15% of a brand's entire revenue. Additional peak surcharges can make or break your financial plan during peak season. Additional fees on top of reduced sales prices and increased advertising costs can squeeze your margins from both directions. But sitting out the holiday season is simply not viable for most brands. According to a survey by the National Retail Federation, retailers can earn approximately 20% of their annual sales during the Black Friday to Christmas shopping period. This can be even more extreme in certain categories of e-commerce brands. So how do you protect your margins during this critical sales period while outperforming the near 26 million e-commerce sites that are competing for the same consumer spend? If you are working directly with one or a handful of carriers, you are anchored to their list price, and you may be only able to negotiate based on your total order volume. This can leave you heavily exposed to massive peak increases. For example, one of our customers would have seen a peak parcel surcharge of approximately $500,000 based on the listed carrier prices, just to fulfill their holiday orders. Those costs could have been increased even farther if they had partnered with the wrong 3PL that inflates these parcel fees. Instead, this customer is projected to save around 50% on their peak parcel costs through stored parcel and our last mile optimization. Between our scale, our technology, and our expertise, Stored is able to help brands bend the cost curve and find savings. To start, we improve these fees by managing a robust network of nationwide and local carriers, giving us the most flexibility and negotiation power possible on your behalf. From there, we use our technology and robust network to intelligently select the proper carrier to hit your promised delivery date based on real historical data, but also by selectively downgrading to reduce costs. An additional feature for Stored parcel customers is the ability to easily establish a targeted delivery date, let's say December 24th, that we then solve backwards from on every shipment. Many shippers lose the opportunity to take advantage of the lowest cost rates when approaching Christmas, and instead, they might disappoint their customers with overly conservative cutoffs the week before, or undertake expensive air freight to ensure delivery by December 24th. Meanwhile, Stored parcel will intelligently select the least cost solution for our customer's package to arrive on time, pushing your promise deeper into peak season with the assurance that Stored is selecting a reliable but economical way to deliver. On average, these commerce enablement technologies are currently projected to save our partnering brands between 18 to even 60% versus listed carrier rates this peak season. If you want to learn how your peak parcel rates compare with Stored, click the link and talk to a Stored expert.